Hello, year two. Happy Monday. So we're on shared reading now, following on from the point where we left off on Friday. So let's have a look. So this is the bit that we left off on. The pencil hesitated, frowned, looked worried for a while, quivered somewhat, and drew. So you, as part of your work, then decided what, or were thinking about what the pencil was going to draw next. And it was a rubber. So the pencil has drawn a rubber. So have a think about what you think might happen next in the story. And we are going to start by a bit of vocab work, thinking of some words to describe the rubber. So I've set it out like this. If you can you set your work out like this today as well, with the drawing of the rubber in the middle, and maybe four arrows, quite difficult to say that, positioned around the rubber, please. So I'm going to say that the rubber looks a little bit sneaky, maybe a little bit serious, maybe, and also maybe a little bit so we've got sneaky, serious. Feel like I want to carry on my pattern of words, maybe a bit sly. Oh, I really want another word. I mean, you don't have to do all the same starts. Sneaky, serious, sly. Right, let me just have a think. Let's go on to word hippo. And let's type in another word for, let's go sneaky. So this is what you can be doing at home. So they've got sly, secret, cunning, a bit shady, slippery, snide, slinking. Right, which word shall I go for? I'm going to go for crafty. It's not one of my words, but I quite like that because I feel like the rubber does look a bit crafty. Crafty. So 4 or more words to describe the rubber. Right, so let's move on to the next page. After that, the rubber, as you might expect, rubbed things out, hats and ears and such. The pencil and the paintbrush drew and painted them again. Everyone was happy. So what are your first impressions of the rubber? So initially I thought that the rubber was a bit sneaky, but actually it looks that he has helped. I'm just barking at animals on the TV. What are your first impressions of the rubber? So my first impression of the rubber was that he looked quite sneaky and crafty. By reading the next page, I now know, and this might change as the story goes along, I now know, just check those two words because they're very similar. So we've got now, and then we've got no, which obviously has a silent kicking cut on. I now know that he is helpful and has made the story more peaceful. Let's reread. My first impression of the rubber was that he looked quite sneaky and crafty. By reading the next page, I now know that he is helpful and has made the story more peaceful. So your answer might be something similar to that, but obviously not exactly the same, or it might be different because you might have had a completely different impression of the rubber. What do you think the rubber will do next? So a little bit of a prediction for this one. What do I think the rubber will do next? I think you might get a bit carried away. I think you might start rubbing everything out. So I'm going to put, I think that the rubber will get very carried away and will start to rub everything out that the pencil has drawn. It will be a disaster and the pencil will have to think of a way to save the day. So I think that the rubber will get very carried away and will start to rub everything out that the pencil has drawn. It will be a disaster and the pencil will have to think of a way to save the day. So 3 questions today. They're all on your shared reading sheet. If you need to pause this at any time to do your answers with me, that's fine. Have a lovely day, everybody, and I'm looking forward to seeing your work. Thank you, everybody.